why science is poison to faith, destroys belief, and should never, ever, ever be used for anything to do with manifesting. Hello, I'm Fractal Future, and welcome to the Vanguard of Light, where we help energy sensitive people take it to the next level. And we have got a good one today. So we are talking about science and how basing your creation, what you think's possible, what you can do, what you can achieve, what your experience is, basing it on science, anything to do with science, or looking to science to validate what you experience or what happens, is the worst thing to do. No, it is poison to faith. It destroys belief, and it is a nightmare to manifesting. It is horrible. It's awful. Anytime you're looking to science to explain what happened, oh look, the science did it, and oh, this is science-based, and I like it because it's science-based, and I like it this. Awful. Awful. Don't do it. Run away. Don't do it. It will destroy your manifesting, cripple your manifesting, cripple your belief, destroy your faith. It is absolutely what you don't want to do, because science is a rear view mirror. Think driving in a car, right? Science is a rear view mirror. It tells you what happened, right? Think. Let's drop a rock. Where is he? Oh, I don't have a rock right here. Wait a second. I'm going to find one. You can hear me. I'm not on camera, but I am now. No, I'm not. Now I am. Okay, say, look, check this out. I have this rock, right? I drop it. It falls. Something, gravity, whatever, something caused it to fall. The reality is it fell. Science can then come along and say, try to figure out, well, what happened? How did it fall? Blah, blah, blah. Did it fall? That, you know? But it's not like we need science first. Like if I had the rock and I let it go, it would have just hung there in space until science figured it out of like, oh, well, guess what? Here's the equations and this is what's supposed to happen and now it can fall. No. Things happen. Science tries to figure out what happened. It's a rear view mirror. All it can tell you is about the past. Try to figure something out. Like, let's give an example. If I go like this, touch my nose, right? Go, touch my nose. All of a sudden, my chakras align. I feel fantastic. All my energetic, limitations go away. And I'm like, become a superhero, right? For like 3 hours. And then boom, I'm like, right? All science can do is figure out why that's true. It has nothing to do with, is it true or not true? Because if I do it and it happens, it's true. You have the rock, you drop it, it falls. It's true. If all of a sudden rocks started not falling when you dropped them, science would then have to go figure out, why is it not falling? But it has nothing to do with the fact that it doesn't fall. That's the reality of things. It just fell. And that's what we're beings of light. We're here to create. We're looking forward. We're creating. Science can explain what we just created. But it has nothing to do with what can we create. It can't predict that. I mean, let's go, the Big Bang, right? What about before the Big Bang? What does science have to say about the Big Bang? Nothing. Didn't see it coming. Probably thought it was impossible. Science be like, there's nothing here. There's no way there could be a Big Bang. Boom. Oh, okay. What happened? It looks like a Big Bang occurred. Science is a rear view mirror. That's why you don't want it anywhere near your creation, your manifesting. Like your feelings, what you feel inside, science can't predict that. Can't tell what that is. Doesn't know what that is. Has no bearing. I mean, that's given to you from source, from God, right? And that's like, there's this unique blend of your spirit. It's a connection and has an experience. And then birth stuff from that, create stuff from that. Science is a rear view mirror. I mean, imagine of a book, right? And you can only write the sentences other authors wrote, because science would be the fact of like, whoa, yeah, here's a book, it's written. Here's another book, it's written. There's sentences. There's this thing called sentences, and here's how they're structured, right? Science can't predict what the new sentence is going to be. what the new book's going to be. It can just tell you what the books that are already created are. And here's the structure of the books that are already created. It has no conversation of what's possible, what's new, what's newly created. That's why getting wrapped up into like the science of stuff when you're dealing with creation, with manifestation, is a crippling. I mean, it'd be the same as like an author being like, okay, I'm going to read a whole bunch of books because I'm only allowed to copy the sentences that I like to build my book. I don't get to make my own. I don't get to make my own book. I don't get to make my own sentences. I have to copy. And that's what science. That's if you look to science, all you can do is copy. You can't go inside to what your belief is, what your unique, creation, possibility, that source, like you're uniquely here for a purpose. What can you create? What do you want to go? But if you're looking in the rearview mirror of like, well, okay, what have other people already created? Oh, does science explain how they created it? Okay, that's what I can do. That's a rearview mirror. Because that's like looking in a book. That's what other people created. That's what other authors created. That's like saying, well, I can only use their sentences. As opposed to, I could look and say like, okay, what have they created? What does that inspire inside me? And then what am I going to create? Which has nothing to do with what they created. Because I could create something completely new, completely unique, completely different. And that's most likely what I'm here for. To create something completely new. That's what your manifesting is for. I mean, you might do it on a little bit, like for some reason, something inside you wants to create something, put there from source, from God, right? And it's like aligning with that magic of like, what do I want to create? It doesn't matter what's been created, how it's been created, because creation's new. You might change the whole game, whole new game. You can completely change it to something new. You're not limited by that because you're in creation. Like, think of a song. Song artists, musicians are not limited to what was created in the past. They can create something completely new and are encouraged and pushed to do it. They're not supposed to copy. You're supposed to take, okay, here's what's been copied. Here's what's been created. What can I create that's different and new? So that's why that's why science is so deadly to creation. Hey, it's great if you want to build stuff in this physical world. Science is fantastic. It helps you do all that, right? But when you go into manifesting, there's no place to be there. What's inside of you is what counts. So, hopefully that helped. If it did, hit a like. Until we talk again, have a blessed day or a blessed night.